How many times have you received the same response when you have asked for feedback? You ask someone you think will tell you the truth, "How did I do?" And you hear, "Good, nice job," or "That was great." These responses are not feedback. Instead, they're telling you what they think you want to hear rather than the truth. In some instances, this person may be lying to you because they don't have the confidence to tell you that you take too long to get to the point and it's difficult to follow your message. Avoid falling into the trap of fake feedback. This type of feedback is a waste of time and gets you nowhere. You might be walking through life thinking, "I'm good because everyone says I'm good." But is it true? There are 3 drivers to influence, and feedback is the first. Without constructive, specific, and meaningful feedback, you're playing a guessing game to determine how influential you really are. The feedback needs to be honest, which is tough to come by for 2 reasons. First, the higher you are in an organization, the less likely people are to give you truthful feedback about any topic, let alone your communication skills and level of influence. Think about your position. If you're a senior leader who is going to tell you that you and your way through a conversation, who is willing to give you feedback that you fidget when you talk? The second reason fake feedback is so pervasive is that giving and receiving authentic feedback can be uncomfortable for both parties. As challenging as it can be to hear constructive feedback, it can be equally difficult to give it. In order to grow your influence, you need honest feedback that requires trust. You must trust that the feedback giver genuinely has your best interest at heart. This allows you to be receptive to the information. The feedback giver must also trust that it's safe to be completely open and honest with you. Begin growing your influence today by applying these 6 steps to meaningful feedback Monday to Monday. Look for everyday opportunities. Feedback is easier to seek and apply in low-risk, daily interactions rather than high-stakes situations. Instead of waiting for the big gig, seek feedback on a regular basis. Prepare for feedback. Prior to a meeting, presentation, face-to-face, or virtual conversation, ask someone you trust to observe you and give you feedback. This may be a coworker, mentor, or family member. Ask this person to watch for specific, ineffective verbal and nonverbal behaviors you want to change. For example, "I'm trying to avoid beginning my sentences with the word so. Please let me know what you hear." Make it simple. Focus on one behavior at a time. Dig deeper. After the interaction, avoid asking the generic question, "How did I do?" Instead, ask the person to describe precisely what you said or did. For example, "What behavior did I display that conveyed confidence?" If the person responds with generalities such as "You did well," ask follow-up questions. What specifically could I do to sound and look more confident? What could I have said to make you take immediate action on my email? Clarify. Summarize to ensure you correctly heard the feedback you received. Assess the experience. After receiving feedback, consider, how did the feedback differ from your perception of how you communicated? What will you change as a result of the feedback? How did you feel receiving this feedback? When the feedback you receive shifts from fake to meaningful, you will know that your efforts are starting to pay off. Comments such as "nice job" or "you did well" will begin to fade. Instead, you will hear feedback that sounds like you have the ability to connect with and engage your listeners. When you receive positive feedback, celebrate that success. It is an indication that your influence is expanding. Until next time, I wish you influence Monday to Monday.